Hey guys, so after many months and years of waiting, finally Rome 2 Total War is about to get the fully converted Age of Bronze Total War campaign. The developers of the mod have kindly given me access to the much anticipated campaign where for the last few days I've been playing Egypt and Hittite campaigns to get a feel for how things are right now, how the balance is, and how battle maps look, and I have to say I am so impressed. In this video, I'll be running through this preview campaign with you to showcase everything you can expect in the release version, including tech trees, building trees, artwork, battles, and by the end, I guarantee if you're looking for a new Bronze Age Total War, you'll want to hold off on spending your hard-earned cash on Pharaoh and check this brilliant mod out. So starting on the campaign, the first playable factions here are Egypt and the Hittites. Both have some pretty interesting start positions with some friendly neighbors here and there and some definitely hostile factions that want to take advantage of your power and lucrative territory. Egypt has 2 full provinces to begin with, 4 settlements, and as you might expect, they are mainly agricultural provinces being situated on the Nile, but it won't be easy because of course the Nile may flood or recede depending on unique events that pop up, and they have huge effects on things like public order, growth, and other important gameplay elements. The Hittites, on the other hand, begin with a full 4 settlement province with some great options for military superiority through technology, and being completely surrounded in the middle of Anatolia, you are definitely going to need it. Greeks to the west that are itching to expand into your territory, Mitanni and other factions to the east hungry to take advantage of you as well. It's a very tough starting position. Only by making some allies can you hope to survive this first onslaught of war and regain lands that you have lost over the last few centuries. It's a very challenging start, but it's definitely tons of fun. The royal family trees, which is something I love here, is just so extensive with kids down the line and deceased ancestors going back 5 generations, so some really nice context here, historical context, and the visual artwork as well of each member and their portraits is just so immersively done. In this initial release, the Hittites and the Egyptians don't have much of a political situation with just one party, though I do imagine, and I'm absolutely sure, this will get built out with future updates or even by the time release actually happens. And just to be perfectly clear, this is a preview version, so there will be some changes here and there between now and official release, so do keep that in mind as we go through this video. Now, looking closely at the campaign map, you can see some very neat, unique models for towns and cities. The pyramids obviously have been redone, which is a very nice touch, and settlements of other cultures are uniquely represented here as well. The Hittite settlements especially are some of the nicest on the map in my opinion, with some really unique looking walls and outlying cosmetic towns as well. But of course, the further you expand, the more factions you meet, the more you appreciate how much effort has gone into this side of the campaign. With Troy and Knossos to the west, Babylon and Elon in the east, some really great work has been truly done here to bring the Bronze Age world to life. Now, on the overall view of the map, we can see the play area of this initial release is going to be basically limited to the eastern side of the map, with everything north and west of Greece barbarian lands and everything west of Libya and North Africa here empty as well. These couple of regions here in Italy are likely to be removed according to the modders because of faction AI issues there, but they have said numerous times that future updates to Age of Bronze will include expanding the campaign to fill out more of these empty regions with new factions to eventually fill the entire map. So lots of exciting plans in store for the future of the mod as well. Unlike Pharaoh, and I have to say this of course, the official release will have Mesopotamian cultures, Greek cultures like the Assyrians, Babylon with Mycenae, Knossos, and Troy, the Mitanni. There is so much more of a bigger variety of cultures here with unique rosters, technology trees, building trees, families, unique events to all bring it to life, and with more of these factions to be playable in the future, there's going to be plenty of replayability for fans of the Bronze Age era in this mod. It's also worth noting that unlike Pharaoh, there's a lot of historical authenticity here. Faction leaders and members of families can die. We've got chariots in the mod, but only through proper technology can you unlock them later down the line and make use of their powerful effect in battles. The first playable factions here with Egypt and the Hittites are going through some really tough but historically accurate diplomatic and economic situations, with the Hittites having lost much of their lands on the back foot, while Egypt on the brink of war with the Kushite and Nubian south. There's an extensive and pretty much fully complete building tree that goes into areas of various economic benefit depending on how you want to specialize your provinces, administrative buildings, religious temples and temple complexes to various gods, and military systems that range from local cultural camps to skirmisher camps and mercenary camps. It's all just really well designed and thought out, and in a way that as you progress through them, getting to those higher tier and new buildings just feels more timely and rewarding. On the battle side of things, where since I last covered Age of Bronze, there's been a massive amount of work to fully overhaul the visuals of the unit rosters and completely rebalance how battles play out here. Chariots are now devastating to morale, but need a bit more work for maneuverability. Ranged units like archers and slingers are so effective, especially against enemy with low armor, so early campaign they are going to be so important. And the variety of melee units from Egyptian clubmen to Nubian spearmen to Hittite warriors is just excellently implemented both visually and from a melee balance point of view. The big point I want to make about battles here though is it's been meticulously worked on day and night by AOB modder Kelly to be balanced, engaging, and visually stunning. Frontal combat can be a grind, while ranged and chariots play a huge role for backline units, and the best part really is it feels like a nice middle ground between vanilla Rome 2 and something like Divide et Impera, so it's not too short and not so long and grindy, and that is just so impressive. I think many people will be very happy with how battles play out in the Age of Bronze on release. Now, this being a preview build, of course, some things will definitely change. Lots of bugs and crash issues will get ironed out. Things like, for example, the skills and ancillary system hasn't been properly implemented, so that is going to be implemented as well by the time release happens. Conquering other settlements is just a little bit buggy depending on the settlement that you've taken. Sometimes you can't build anything in them, and diplomacy isn't quite balanced just yet. You get a lot of wars happening to you very early in the campaign, so lots of things here and there need to be tweaked and polished out. But trust me when I say that modders are very well aware of all of this, and they are working hard to make sure as much of it as possible is ironed out and polished before the official release. Finally, it's worth saying that this is just the initial foundation of the Age of Bronze campaign. There is literally so much more to come, and speaking to the modders over the last week, they are incredibly excited to begin adding new unique mechanics, events, factions, units, and custom maps. And of course, we're going to get to see a lot more about the Sea Peoples as well in this mod. There's plenty of new content to come for Age of Bronze in its future over the next few months to years, so it's an incredibly exciting time right now. And that's it for today, guys. Age of Bronze public release, as the modders have said, and I quote, is imminent, which means any day now. So keep your eyes peeled on the Steam Workshop, the official Discord, both of which I've linked below. And of course, I'll be covering all the news here with new videos, a live stream campaign in this channel. So make sure to hit that subscribe button for more content on this mod as well. I really hope you're as excited as I am and that you enjoyed this video today here as well. If you did, do give the video a like and let me know what you think of everything you've seen here today on Age of Bronze. Subscribe to the channel for more Total War content, gameplay, and news, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.